and gentlemen, in telling you why opposition takes debate, I'm going to talk about three things. Firstly, I'm going to tell you why, in terms of quantity of news, we win. Secondly, in terms of the quality of news that is produced, we win. And lastly, about media control. Did the government give us sufficient justification for controlling the media and what kind of news is inputted to these media in the first place? And we tell you that they haven't done that. So, swiftly moving on to the first issue, quantity of news. Now, we have told you that more information is always better, and because these journalists can't go, big media journalists can't go into the most dangerous areas, we don't have information about the most dangerous areas. Now, the alternatives proposed from the opposition bench was firstly SNSs. Like, people can randomly post pictures and movies on YouTube. Now, firstly, we have told you that in the most dangerous areas, there is a fear of dictatorship. You being attacked if you freely output information. So we don't really think like that is a good response in the first place. But what about these areas when you don't have Wi-Fi? What about those people where you don't have iPhones freely handed out? These are the areas we are talking about, and we think unfortunately a lot of people around the world are not lucky enough to be equipped with these infrastructures. So we think quantity of information we win on this aspect. But the second thing they have told us from the whip was like after safety is promised to some extent, these reckless journalists we would still go to these most dangerous areas. But the thing is, we have been arguing from the beginning that when these people are safe, it means they are either with the state government or they are in areas in which the most dangerous things have finished, so that maybe the pictures you take can shape public opinion to some extent, and that is a bad thing. Moving on to the second issue, in terms of quality of information. Now, opposition has told us, government has told us that pictures produced with big companies are always better than freelance journalism. It's because of mutual check and balance within that corporate structure. Now, we have argued from the very beginning. Now, even in our logic, these pictures are going to be produced through the check and balance system of these big medias, so probably the control is going to be there as well. So we don't really think that is a mutual exclusiveness in this point. But the second thing is, the alternative they have proposed, like Syrian people posting on YouTube, does that go with the mutual check of big corporations? We don't think that is true. So we think they fall on that side of the house altogether. But the thing is, we have told you why quality is actually good on our side of the house. Because we told you that at the point you are white people, embedded in a white military, probably you're not going to get real news and opinions from people living on the ground. So we think that is the better thing. The response was Al Jazeera, but we have told you from the beginning. Like Al Jazeera is a big military, big company. Maybe they wouldn't go to conflict areas without the aid of the local military. So basically, information is limited from the beginning, and we think therefore quality is one on the outside house. Secondly, thirdly, about the media's control. Now they have generally told us that media sometimes can be controlled by the government. Second thing they have told us, media can't do illegal things. Like we have told you, illegal things are irrelevant. We are not talking about illegal acts in the beginning. But the thing is, we have told you specifically about the role of the media and the decisions that is related to the media's output. We have told you, it is linked to decisions of helping people through dangerous NGOs operating in dangerous areas. We are talking about decisions of war and peace. You sending your boys to kill a lot of people on your behalf. We think you need a very high bar in order to handle it. But the thing is, the practical benefit they have told us was about ransoms. Like you don't pay ransoms. The second thing is that at the point these journalists are kidnapped, it creates fear towards terrorism. We think that is a good thing. If that is a truth, why don't you reveal it? If people have a right to know that these terrorists are dangerous people, they might well kidnap your friends, they might kidnap and attack your friends. That is the information that is valid. So at the end of the day, we have told you that they haven't presented a high enough social harm in order to control the media. And that's why we win this debate on Arts of Chaos.